Mac? That's like a sin, right?
All right, let's do this. Good evening, M. My name is Nigeria Chambers. I'm from Big Go Belt Media. It's a pleasure to talk to you today. Hey, pups.
Hi, Nichir. This is Iggy too. She's joining us, I guess, for this
Hey,
interview.
hey, nice to meet you too.
Nice to
Yeah, Reginald the Vampire season 2, returning to Sci-Fi May 8th. I want to start off by asking you about Slushy Guy, aka Uriel, played by Georgie. Y'all have some very interesting scenes. I'm gonna get into a little bit of the specifics there, but you two are across from one another. Well, for show at times that could be so unserious, but you two are having some really deep moments and conversations. I mean, you can almost just go as far as saying therapeutic. Just working across from Georgie, who returns now from season 1. Talk to me about your excitement and working some of those things. And are there any outtakes from you two? Did you any one of you break one another?
Um, I will just say that we end up having Max Masanti come in to play Uriel in this season. So he kind of steps in and it's a very he does such a good job of playing a straight character that like we're not trying to, waste too much time, messing around, but it's so hard to look him in the eyes while he's doing those straight reads of like, what is life? What is this world? Because I don't know if we can say this, but he's an angel. We have angels this season. So we did know that from last season he was
Yeah,
about. So um
that would have
the
been
way
like the
he
ultimate pun, even if not. He's like, oh, he's an angel. It's like, yeah, of course. But continue.
does they're here. Um, yeah, so I mean, I definitely broke a few times. I held it together because I was like, man, the fact that he's keeping his face that still, like, that's not gonna last. We got to get him in while they're in. But he's a professional, so he's so good. Like, he was a great addition. I'm so stoked for people to see him and for people to see Garfield Wilson, who's playing Balestro. He
Mm.
kills it. He's so good.
Yeah, the angelic jawline comment is exactly yeah, Max stepping in now. Like, yeah, that line took me out.
That
This
took me out
season is
too.
yeah, this season is insane.
It's
Um,
cooking, right? We're cooking
yeah,
now.
oh, a thousand
Yeah,
percent, a thousand
yeah.
percent. And you are the, as I like to call, the ear hustler of the year, because whenever there's a vampire business going on, they have you somewhere in the back eavesdropping. What on the script or when you're instructed in terms of filming these scenes, what type of instructions are you given, or what is the script saying in terms of portraying that very funny the mannerisms and everything that you do with it? It's almost scene stilly. But talk to me through it.
Unintentionally. That's so funny because Harley Payton, our creator, and I had a laugh on one of the ADR recordings. We were doing the audio recordings because he's oftentimes Skyping into the booth with us. And he was like talking about this one. It wasn't like I'm just supposed to be mopping in the back, and we hadn't set up how we were gonna shoot it yet. But they were talking about the vampire business, and I'm like, you know, one of the only humans. I want to know what's going on. I want my day in the Scooby Gang. Okay. So I fully am there. And then they're just chatting and I come over with the mop, and that like was just, it was just worked with the way that we put the camera and kind of me in the background. And I was just like, I know what we're doing.
Yeah.
I know what's got to happen for me to step in shoulder to shoulder with these people.
hmm so Sarah does have a interesting arc this season. One, repairing the relationship with Reginald, and it's really its preference and supposed to be built on trust and honesty and no more secrets. But ultimately, too, I think as I mentioned, there's like some therapeutic moments with Uriel, like they're talking about some heavy things and whatnot. And then overall, there's like complicated things happening around. One being Claire, which is a very heartfelt moment. The scene with Sarah and Claire is easily my favorite this season thus far. And Sarah has even mentioned how her feelings is overall complicated. There's a lot. If you
Yeah.
had to sum it up,
Mm,
how would you assess the arc of Sarah and then the emotions attached to them?
right. Wow. Well worded, all that. Yeah, some of my favorite scenes too, sidebar with Clara. Just she's such a phenomenal talent and she gets to show it off this season. And I'm so excited for her for that and discover her power with like the lightning fingers or whatever. Like she's incredible. But yeah, I think for Sarah specifically, she's come from this chaotic, hectic cult background.
Mhm.
And she moved to Akron. She was like, I'm gonna build a life here. She builds a life. She's in a vampire coven. She's in the middle of chaos. Like it's so I think for her, I think she's figuring out her strength and who she is on her own terms, like without the boyfriend, without this, like, who am I and who is my family? Who are my people? And I think that's what she gets with her relationship with Claire. It's like this like sisterly bond that's so special to me. And then also like, sometimes you're in community with people that it's a little bit awkward. Your
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend, you're working, you're trying to find that, but I think it's also her first love. So it's like, she's always gonna have this special connection with Reggie. Um, but I'm excited for her to kick some ass this season. Like
Me
Sarah gets a
too.
whole sword, like
Yeah.
yeah, it's time.
Last question for you really quickly. Hilarious scene. Angela mimicking Sarah. Talk to me about Savannah and the moment she has to do her best, Sarah.
Savannah really had me on that one. Because I wasn't there. I think we had a couple like crossover moments just on set while she was about to go film that. And she was like really watching me. You know what I mean? And I was like, and she's like, how would Sarah like sit and whatever? And when I saw her in that jacket, and she was like, like what did she say? I wish I could quote it right now. But she's like, oh, swell, I'll make a ham and Swiss sandwich or something. I'm like, Savannah, oh my God, you're a genius. Stop it. But also, I hate how accurate you're being right with that right now. She
Oh my
killed it.
goodness.
Savannah absolutely kills it this season. Like, yeah, I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you all. It's been a fantastic one thus far. I've checked out the first five, but the folks and the fans will be able to check out Reginald the Vampire returning to Sci-Fi Wednesday, May 8th. Thank you so much for your time. I'm a good old smoothie guy here too, so you're my favorite.
Oh
Good
man,
old
I love
slushy
you.
smoothie guy here. Let's do
Oh,
it.
that's great. Thank you for this interview. This was awesome. And yeah, excited for everybody to see it May 8th.
Thank
Get
you
it
so
together.
much. You have a good rest of your day.
You too. Thanks.